Cover the entire background with a blue pastel stick by first carefully working around the entire edge of the subject. It is then easier to complete the whole background. Smooth out the background color and do so lightly over the edges of the drawing so that the outline is still visible. Start at the top petal using a bright yellow pastel stick. Where possible, it is easier to paint petal for petal, at least with the major tonal ranges. Details will come much later. Because the paper is a dark grey, it is relatively easy to smudge in the shadow areas. Use a yellow ochre for the shadows if you are painting on a very light or white paper. As you progress, add in the shadows between the petals at the base of the central portion or crown with a darker pastel. Now don't rush with the petals. Take your time, because if you move too fast, it is easy to get lost between the multitude of petals. Be sure to keep the separation between each of the petals, especially those that overlap. It is essential to note that the light source is from the top right. And as you paint each petal, keep comparing it to those already painted and also to the reference print. Plot in the shadows inside each petal as you go. Work in the shadows at the base of each petal with some light brown in addition to yellow ochre. Because these lower petals are more in the shade, it is perhaps better to plot in all the sunlight areas first. This will save you getting lost. Once you have done this, paint in these shadow areas. Now it is easier to refine the other halftones. While we are in this area, we might as well paint this main leaf. It helps keep everything in perspective. Use a nice yellow-green color and a medium green for the markings and the underside of the leaf. Overlay this with a very dark green and smudge, keeping the right side lighter than the upper left of the leaf. The light green is used for the veins. Use the same color to paint this other leaf, except that it is much easier to use a very dark pastel pencil for the shadows. Only the top corner has the darkest value. This large petal is in the shade and also has some orange color in it as well as the one next to it. Lightly work in some of the petal details. We come now to the last few petals in the sunshine, and these have more crinkles to them so that we can be detailing them more. Work in the shadows and the highlights on them. Continue painting them the same way as you did all the other petals. Now when you have completed the last petal, we can go over each of the other petals to bring some uniformity to them and brighten up all the sunlit areas. The basic underpainting for the center is burnt sienna, which is actually a dark orange. Be very careful not to fill in the area where the bee is. This is a built-up ring, so we have to watch out for the light and the dark areas. We want it to look 3D. The bottom part of the ring is a mix of black and burnt sienna, and the lower part of the ring also has some of the shadow color. Lightly blend and bring some of this color in the hollow of the ring. Now take a light brown stick or pencil and tap in a whole series of dots into the ring to give the impression of many seeds. Do the same with an even lighter color. For the bee, a black and white pastel pencil is used. Don't try to add too much detail to the bee. Now for the final details and touch-up, see where you can improve on the petals. Take a yellow pencil and dot in some lighter highlights on the seed ring and black and grey dots in the center hollow. Add the yellow highlight along the edges of the leaves, and then lastly add the shadows caused by the leaf veins. Please like this video. If you have enjoyed watching it, leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe so we can inform you when we bring out more new tutorials like this one. If you would like to see the paint-along version of this class, then head over to our website, onlineartlessons.com.